Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. In this session, we are going to see web action show. Show is very simple concept. It shows web element, which is having an identifier DOM and XPath on the command line for easy debugging purposes. The syntax is show any DOM element on an XPath. It will just show it on the command line. We'll see an example to understand a little bit more. So to perform, launch our Notepad++. So in which I have already taken a previous example or general examples which we have seen, example of show, that is XPath and DOM value on a command prompt. Let's take this out first and let's try to perform this DOM element. So what I'm doing is we're going here and going to Investopedia. We're going to take this element, DOM element, and we're going to display it on the command line. So let's go back, save this and execute this code. So close this, start our command line, say cmd and command line opens, go to your desired location where your TagUI code is saved, and I have saved this show example as show example. So say TagUI and provide show example and hit enter. So it launches and waits for the page to be loaded. So it is waiting for the page to be loaded, and then show best CD rate. So the value of best CD rate is best CD rate. That's what the DOM value is. So this is one of the example of DOM value which has been shown in the command line, which is over here. This is our DOM value. This is a DOM identifier name, and this is our value, and one single statement to display both items. Same statements which you have could be used echo. So what echo does is echo only displays any text. It cannot able to display web element until you store that web element value into a variable. As we have seen in the previous examples, in the previous examples, which is read DOM examples. So if we need to perform, or if we need to get any variable value, we have to perform this way. So means we need to go and store this value into a variable, and we can display a variable. Until we display a variable, it cannot show. So the difference between show DOM value display on command line by storing in variable. So the difference between show is technically what echo does, but what it does is that it is able to bundle these two information in a way, encapsulated in a way, and try to show it on the screen. So it is easy for you don't have to write two different values. It is very, very helpful when you're debugging in your code and seeing what is identifier you're using it. So it's very, very helpful when you're trying to debug your code for web elements. Let's execute this code first and see how the output looks like. So ideally both the output would be same in this particular context. The only difference would be is it's using show, and this is using echo statement. So instead of using two statements, we'll be using one statement. Let's execute this and then see a little bit more details. So navigate it to Investopedia, waiting for 5 seconds, show best CD rate. The value of best CD rate is best CD rate, and best CD rate is stored into var, get text from screen and stored. So what it does, it gets this text from the screen and show it on the command line. That's what it does. To summarize, instead of using these two statements to perform the same task, we could use this one statement show that would perform that will give us the same result, which is best CD rate and best CD rate over here. This line is execution is here, and this line execution is here, which is pretty much safe, but it is two lines to achieve the same result. It is with one line you can achieve it. So it is helpful for debugging and ensuring that specific elements which we need it from a value standpoint are you're able to see them properly or get the value properly. Now let's go and see example of XPath. So it's no different if you try to use XPath. So you can say show, and we would eventually be using a previous example of an XPath which we have done, which is this one. So we'll be taking the same XPath which we have it here, and we'll try to show the value of an XPath. So for example, in this case, we want to show the value of this XPath. So let's try to write a comment, show the value of the link about us. Now we don't know what this, we are just putting XPath. We don't know what this link value is. So if we can see that, let me just save this and execute them. Let's clear the screen so that we have a clear screen. So clear the screen. Now let's run the same example, and it should eventually get us two statements should be executed. So it launched our Investopedia, waiting for 5 seconds. 5-second completed, showing best CV results. That was our first DOM object, DOM example. And then if you really see, we had said show a something. We didn't say about us. About us is the value of this. If you see, so this is what we have given, and which is over here. So what we are saying is show the value of it. So this is the web element, and this is the value, web element, and this is the value of that element. So element is anchor, which is link, and the value of that is an about us, which shows. So we could do the same thing from a read standpoint. It will give us this desired result. Copy and paste it here, which is our, yeah. So we have read and XPath and save this value, and if you see, your get screen value would be about us. So we can say echo dash 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 so that we can differentiate it. We can come back here and we can say echo dash 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 CDOM and we can come back here and say XPath example. Okay, so let's execute it again and see if we can able to see both the values. So DOM example, so it's pretty much same. So it shows the DOM value. The next one was a show, show this and about us value, and you see XPath. So XPath has the same thing. So I should have put it in a little different here. It should be like this, so it will be more clear. I apologize for that. So let's just put this one here to be more clear. So where things start, and we can say show example, and we can copy and you can say read and echo example. And you can come back and just put this here and say show example, and you can say read echo example. Okay, I think we have all the things decorated, and we are going to say enter. To summarize, show display value of DOM or XPath on the command line, which is very similar to read and echo combination. So if you are going to use these two statements to perform and show the value on the screen, it's same what show does with one single statement. Instead of writing two statements, you would be writing one statement to perform similar activity. But read and echo has much more broader usage and value beyond web elements. So you can use extensively. I like using echo and read, echo combination instead of using show, but it is very helpful. Show is very helpful with the web applications. So this concludes our show example. Thank you for watching. See you in another one.